Forget ESPN. Come chill with Max and Ben. Don't be a barstool bro. There's a much better place to go. It's a Pretty Sports Show.
Hey,
back. Episode 6. Can you believe it, Ben?
I can. I can. Yeah, I can believe it.
I believe.
I was hoping we'd make it to at least 10. So.
Oh. I didn't really want to do it that long, but all right.
Okay. Should we just make this the last one?
Yeah, that's the fun. I was hoping the Olympics would be it.
Look, we had a great run.
We had a good run. This is it. It looks like we have a guest. We've attracted a guest this episode.
Wow. Just buzzed right in. Yeah.
We have a man by the name of Leighton Samuels here. Pretty little Leighton. Leighton, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm just chilling, y'all. I'm having a great time.
He's vibing.
Rocking a little shoulder rainbow magic.
Oh,
a little bit of I just needed to stretch there real quick.
That says Astros.
Opinions.
Astros. I guess that's a European brand.
Yes.
Astros.
Opinions of our guests do not reflect our own. That's all.
Yeah. Astros.
Yes.
Leighton, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
So hi friends. I am an actor and fight director and teacher of stage violence. And I also occasionally podcast. And I'm also a voice actor. And I'm also friends with these douchebags above me.
Hey,
he's also our fantasy football commissioner.
I am also, yes. I need to schedule that draft.
Put that at the top of your resume, Leighton. Come on.
I am the commissioner of the world's smallest 10-team league.
Yeah.
The world's smallest. Yeah, we're very short. The short. Oh man. Okay, guys. It's been a pretty Metsy week in sports. Probably every time you think that the Mets can't out-Mets them. I mean, this has been the Metsiest week in sports history, and the 86 Mets existed. And even though, I mean, they succeeded, but I mean, they were like a wild fucking team, guys, you know? Like they were fucking like insane, and they've done. No, that's the wrong thing to say because they succeeded, and we've had like insane Mets things happen. You know what I'm talking about though. Like they've done. They were a wild bunch. You know what I'm talking about.
No, Max, I have no idea what you're talking about. Please inform us about the wet and wild Mets.
They partied fucking. Oh, you mean the current Mets or the 86 Mets who did a lot of drugs and partied hard?
I mean, they did a lot of drugs and partied.
That's what I'm talking about. They were fucking crazy.
The 80s in Major League Baseball was
but particularly those Mets were fun, and they still party hard, dude.
They had a lot of foreign substances, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't want to be nosy into their lives, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh no! You don't.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, it's like that.
Control the soundboard.
It's like
that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I don't know who did that.
The cringe. It's worth it.
I don't know who did that. Anyway, today I am rocking my Brooklyn Cyclones hat. They are a minor league affiliate of the Mets. I don't own a Mets hat because I'm a Yankee fan. But
what are they? Are they high A?
No, they're like
A, low
they're
A?
like single A or lower than that.
Where do they play?
In
Coney Island. Yeah.
That's right.
Have you never been there? It's fucking awesome.
I've never been to a Brooklyn Cyclone.
You have a view of the Cyclone. It's actually like a beautiful like minor league field. You should check it out. It's awesome.
I always went for the fireworks shows.
That said, the fact that the Staten Island Yankees aren't playing at that stadium in Staten Island is an absolute tragedy, because that stadium, the Staten Island Yankee Stadium in Staten Island with a view of Lower Manhattan, was the tips.
And I never got a chance to check that out because I really tried to avoid going to Staten Island. I've been there once, and that was
I lived in New York for 7 years, and I never once went to Staten Island.
I have also I have been exactly there, and that is it.
Staten Island is what people think New Jersey is. It's real, like it's like
it is kind of like sometimes it feels like an extension of Jersey in some ways, a little bit.
It's like Staten Island is where all the people. It's like one of the places where like the Jersey Shore people are from. You know, like it's like real. Exactly. It's like real Republican conservative. Like it's like the bad. Like it's like real bad.
Yeah, Barstool Sports has a headquarters there, right?
Yeah, that's when they say they're from New York City. Like that's where Barstool Sports is. It's in Staten Island.
It's where they belong.
Yeah. I have to sport out my shirt. I'm gonna give a plug to RotoWare and to Nestor Cortez. I'm rocking my Nestor Cortez Jr. shirt.
How much money did we get for that plug, Max?
No money. I'm just sticking out. You got Nestor Cortez on my shirt.
I'm just so impressed that he does fit so perfectly as Mario, as Super Mario.
It's a nasty Nestor. You like that shirt, Ben? It's a sick shirt.
I love it.
Yeah, nasty Nestor. Are you a Nestor Cortez Jr. fan, Leighton?
I am a fan of watching him react to that balk call.
Yeah.
That was great. Oh my god.
Because he did the pickoff move like the next inning or a couple of innings later, and he like immediately turned back at the third base umpire being like, You're gonna call that one. The
umpire was not happy with Nestor Cortez Jr. this week.
No.
Nope.
I got
Nestor Cortez Jr. is taking the league by storm.
He's taking it one fire flower at a time.
Yeah, but RotoWare, send us some free swag, and Ben would like cash.
I'd like cash as usual.
I'm taking free swag.
Max wants swag. I want cash.
Yes.
Leighton, do you want anything?
Take a contract.
Yeah, Leighton will take a contract.
Aim high, y'all.
Yeah, you should.
Leighton would like to teach you guys stage violence.
Shoot for the moon.
Yeah,
even if you miss, you'll die in a cold vacuum anyway.
All right, should we break down these Mets, guys? Because we're going to break down this shit. You think you know what happened this week, but we will really let you know what happened.
I really wasn't sure we'd have any other stories other than Mets stories this week.
We got like a couple. I got us a couple.
Yeah.
Is that your Donald Trump?
No. No, you'll know when you hear my Donald Trump. That's hilarious because Ben did a Trump and I was like, what is that?
Did I do that on this show or on Circle Alert? I can't remember.
I forget. But Ben did a Trump and I was like, what are you doing?
Look, I'm not great at impressions.
And I'm just talking and you're like, are you doing Trump?
Yeah. I should have went harder on the China.
And I just shouldn't talk anymore because I sound like Trump apparently.
You were doing it.
Guys, I'm turning into Trump.
Look, Max, you have a lot of the same characteristics.
Very similar to Trump.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
Max, what happened with the Mets?
Okay.
This is why we need Leighton on.
Leighton's like, I'm driving the ship. Leighton's like, I'm the captain now.
Leighton, don't you know that we fuck around for a half hour before?
Yeah, we don't really do the slideshow. We just run through it.
I'm very busy. I have a contract with Barstool's.
Yeah,
a contract with RotoWare.
Leighton's going on Barstool right after this. Okay. Okay,
why does Barstool need to learn fight choreography? That's what's concerning to me.
Okay, there are a lot of rules surrounding consent in fight choreography. So there's
oh my god, bazinga! All right, so Mets, Javier Baez makes colossal mistake waging war with fans.
Always a good idea.
Did you guys know about this? I didn't know about this until I just read this headline. Do you know the Mets were crazy this week?
Just came out of the blue.
I thought he needed Congress's approval before he could wage war.
Yeah. No, you actually don't, kind of.
You just need.
So, last week on the podcast, I said that the Mets should stop being so positive, but I didn't know that they would take this route.
Max, they can't win with you. They just can't.
This is This is the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen a New York team do in my entire life. This is really stupid. What do you guys think?
I mean,
go ahead, Leighton.
No. I mean,
okay, look. I think that it's one thing if you're playing really well to get upset that the fans are booing you, but if you're playing as bad as Javier Baez is, which is like really, really bad, then maybe just shut the fuck up and get your game going and let that speak for itself.
I mean, it is tough. It is tough being a player. It is tough being a player on a New York team, because like, you know that the fans are going to boo you the second you stop being productive. But like thumbs downing your fan base is the most like pompous thing you could possibly do. Like, you are making so much money. And I am a big fan of supporting the players. But like, don't thumbs down your fan base.
It's just not personal. It's not. Derek Jeter got booed, and he was like, "It's fine, okay." Yeah. Mickey Mantle got booed. We boo everyone, okay? It's not personal. You make so much fucking money. It's just like, hey, this is how New York fans feel. If we go to a game and the game sucks and the players aren't performing well, we paid a lot of money, we're seeing a bad show, we boo, okay? Go down to Harlem, you go to the Apollo, you pay money to see a comedy show. The comedy is bad. What do you do at the Apollo? You boo, okay? I went to see a show that Dev Hynes was performing at. He performs as Blood Orange, and he brought out Solange. Solange is Beyonce's sister, if you don't know, Ben. She's amazing.
I did not know.
I also did not know.
I know. You should check her out. She's incredible. She actually put out an album a couple years ago, rave reviews. Check her out. And she said, like, she comes out and she's like, hey, can everybody boo me? Because so many famous people have been booed on the stage. Like, it was fucking cool as shit. You know, like, it's New York culture, man. If you don't perform well, you get booed. Like, it's just deal with it, you know? And if you can't handle it, then get out, you know?
I've been on a subway where they've said there's train traffic ahead of us, and the train announcer dude got booed. Like, you get booed in New York City.
I know it. And dude, it's not personal. I know it sucks, but you just like, you have to deal with it. And somebody should have just been like, yo, you gotta. And like Baez, like, I get one thing. He came from that Chicago Cubs team where like he was idolized. So he's probably never been booed in his life. But Lindor is getting $1 million more than Tatis to be here for 10 years. And there's video footage of him encouraging Baez to do the thumbs down.
Yeah, he was the one who started it.
He started it, man. And I'm going to get into more stuff later throughout our breakdown of this, how he's even more sensitive than Baez about this whole fucking thing. So he really needs to get his act together.
And I can't underscore this enough. They have both been playing like garbage.
Like dog shit,
so
dude.
Bad. They've been so bad. There's so much money on the field for the Mets, and it's like not showing up at all.
Later on in this exact podcast, whenever inevitably you realize how terrible I am at this, and you start booing me, I'll be like, yeah, no, I deserve that. And I will take my licks and just keep going because you're paying me. Exactly.
I was booing you for being self-deprecating, Leighton. That's why I was booing you.
Could you, like, Giancarlo Stanton has been getting booed on the Yankees when he hasn't even been that bad for the past few years, and for like bullshit, and he hasn't complained one bit. And these guys have been on the team for like a hot second and been utter shit and are already complaining about it. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then they win already, and everyone's like, they win our life. They win our love back. And I'm like, no, keep fucking booing them. These guys suck. I know they're not my team, but it just really pisses me off their entitlement. It's so obnoxious.
Giancarlo Stanton is currently batting .272 with 25 home runs and 71 RBIs. And he has been booed on like this season because he's hit a couple of slumps. Like it's New York City.
It's
and you're
New York. Look,
you're the Mets.
You're the Mets, dude. Dude, if a Yankee fan did this, dude, like they would have to dude. If a Yankee player did this, dude, if they never would, because like they give them like media training the second that they're traded, and they like probably put a microchip in them to be like, don't say anything totally fucking stupid.
The microphone also stops them from growing beards. Like
exactly. But they would fans would throw shit onto the field at them. You know, like Mets fans somehow don't do that. I don't get why don't they throw shit on the field? You know, it's weird.
I don't know.
Why don't other fan bases throw shit on the field, guys? It's weird.
Well, speaking from a Rockies fan perspective, we're all just too high and drunk to care. Yeah.
People in Philadelphia throw shit on the field, though. They throw like batteries and at Santa Claus. I do have one thing to say to Javier Baez, though. I just wanted to say that to him. So,
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it was a nice thing to say.
Good.
Who was that, Max?
Good soundbite, Max.
Who's this musical artist?
Is this the soundbite that you were looking for so hard?
There was a couple, but that was the one when I was texting.
All right, now do Concrete Jungle.
I want you. Wait, who do you think that is?
Is that Solange?
No, that's Taylor Swift, right?
Yes, man, yeah.
I know my T Swift, Max.
You know your T.
I know my T Swift.
You know your. I mean, that's pretty clearly Tay Tay.
I know my Tay. My Tay.
I have no idea. I do not. I am.
I've been waiting for you
on live TV.
Welcome to. We are on TV right now. We're being syndicated.
Technically, you can broadcast Twitch on Apple TV. So,
oh my god,
we are 100%.
We're television stars as well.
Live TV.
Should we go? Should we? I do have the audio of explaining the thumbs down thing with his son on his lap. Should we go through that because it's pretty good stuff? I want to say he has his kid stay on his lap, and his kid is very still. He kind of looks like a ventriloquist type thing. I thought he was gonna do like a routine. Anyway, all right, let's go into it.
This is a boo that we get. You know, we're not machines. We're gonna struggle. You know, we're gonna struggle 7 times out of 10.
All right, he's hitting like 200. He's struggling. Like way more than 7 times out of 10. And let's keep going.
And you know, it just feels bad when we strike out. When I strike out and I get booed. You know, it doesn't really get to me, but like I want.
He says doesn't get to him.
I want to let them know that when we success, we're gonna do the same thing to know how to let them know how it feels. You know, because if we win together, then we gotta lose together. You know, and the fans are really a big part of it. So, in my case, they gotta be better. You know, I play for the fans and I love the fans, but you know if they're gonna do that, they just putting more pressure on the team, and that's not what we want.
But hey, Max, it doesn't bother him. It doesn't bother.
It doesn't get to him. It doesn't get to him.
It doesn't bother him at all.
But it puts a lot of pressure on him. But it doesn't get to him.
No.
My thing about it is the phrase "the fans have to be better."
It's the fans' fault.
The fans have to be better. The fans pay a ton of money to go see. Oh, that's sometimes not a ton of money.
They're the 10th man on the field, is what they are.
They don't care about the fans anymore. They make money through like endorsements and other shit. They don't give. I mean, like the fans weren't even there last year. They don't give a shit about they don't need the fans anymore.
It's saying that the fans are responsible for anything.
It's so preposterous.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was his explanation. It doesn't bother him, but the fans need to be better.
Yeah.
But he's not bothered by the booing.
He's not bothered.
He's not bothered by it at all.
I'm not owned.
So the best thing is that they had a day off the next day. So then everybody just got to like stew in the whole thing.
Right.
So we had some headlines the next day coming up, and these were them. For the audio listeners, the Daily News said Mets go to hell fans. Baez says thumbs down, really a big slap to Citi Field's crowd. And the New York Post just said thumb war, which I think is really
pretty good.
Hilarious.
Pretty good.
Both really good. And I love the same exact picture was used.
We get a lot of gold from the New York Post, Max.
The New York Post is like what all headlines were used basically for this episode. I usually try to switch up my sources, but basically all New York Post this time.
But like, I know this has nothing to do with this story, but Big Blue simply offensive in talking about the New York Giants is also hilarious.
Yeah, it's really good.
Just chock full of it.
I mean, the New York Post is really just great. You know, no complaints there. Can't find
quality journalism.
Yeah, we love them. Oh, so don't worry though, because we had a statement from President Sandy Alderson of the New York Mets. Okay, he said that the Mets will not tolerate any gesture that is unprofessional in its meaning or is directed in a negative way towards our fans. I will be meeting with our players and staff to convey this message directly. Mets fans are loyal, passionate, knowledgeable, and more than willing to express themselves. We love them for every one of these qualities.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's so sweet. So
put
the
it in a Hallmark
side,
card.
Yeah. So it was good to see that the president sided, but we really want to see what the owner had to say that night, right, Leighton?
I do.
So let's see what the owner had to say. I miss the days when the biggest controversies was the black jerseys.
I'll bet he does.
That's what Steve Cohen, billionaire owner who is supposed to save the franchise, had to say.
Yeah, it's going very well for him this year.
He's really good. That's all he had to say.
I remember when Mets fans were dancing in the street earlier this year when Steve Cohen bought the team.
Yeah.
And this is your guy. This is him.
Yep.
He's a Mets fan. He's coming to save. He's gonna save the team.
That's right. Sadly, but the thing is, though, Max, it's a good thing because when the team is doing so bad, as I always say, you buy the dip. You buy the dip. So it's all up from here.
There's a part of me, and I know it would have never happened. There's a part of me that wishes that Sandy went out and was just like, yeah, fuck the fans. Go Javi.
Fuck them fans.
Ooh.
We're doing all out war on our fans. We don't need you.
The Mets
Cancel
organization.
Tickets. Fuck
Mr. Met flipping
it's
off
the
all
Mets
the fans
against
from
the
the dugout.
Which is only great because the Mets haven't really been able to win against anyone, so maybe they could win against fans. But probably not.
Yo, fuck that.
Nah.
Okay.
They're the Mets. They're gonna Mets no matter what.
So that night, we get we had a fan tweet at Kevin Pilar, and he said, "We love you, but are you booing the fans, bro?" Kevin Pilar says, "Love y'all too. Felt nothing but love in New York City. No, I'm not booing the fans. We are having fun." Well, I think you are booing the fans.
I think that's literally what
they're having fun booing the fans.
They're having fun booing the fans. No different than earlier this year when we were chirving. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't matter.
Chirving?
I don't know. Who cares?
Tell us what chirving is.
I have no idea.
Ben, define chirving.
I should have looked this up, but I assumed that one of you would know.
It makes me feel like I have a small vocabulary.
Please don't look too much into this, he says. Guys, do not look into this. I'm not
going to look up chirving. It's okay.
I'm looking up chirving.
He told me not to look too much into this guy. That's why I didn't, because he told me not to. And then Marcus Stroman, who we all know is a very level-headed guy, especially on Twitter. He's very level-headed on Twitter. Very level-headed guy, very reasonable on Twitter, especially about the media. Responds facts. So we know it's a fact. Media always searching for anything to cause controversy. So we know it's clearly the media's fault. Stop playing into these narratives. It's all fake bullshit. We won today. That's all that matters. On to the next, not dwelling in the past. Same mindset we've had all years. Thankful for the squad at Mets.
You know what I take from this is they're just like fucking gaslighting their own fans at this point because they're starting the fucking narrative by doing the thumbs down, and then they're like, "Why are you guys reading? You guys are so sensitive. You're crazy. Why are you reading so much into this?"
Actually, now that I've reread this again, I think we should probably stop the podcast right here because I read Marcus Stroman thing, and I think he's right. The media created this whole thing about booing the fans, and like we're just feeding into it. You know,
media and the government, dude, and like the Constitution, bro, and they're like taking all of our freedoms away, bro.
Definitely aliens, stuff like that. Definitely aliens. Definitely aliens.
I think everyone's really taken to this trend that if you say something on Twitter, it's true. Like that's literally all you have to do. Just be like, yo,
facts,
nah.
bro.
Facts. What you think is happening is wrong, and everyone's like, cool, yeah.
At Mets.
The only funny thing is the only people following Mark, I mean, I guess they're going to Marcus Stroman's been around the country and a lot of different teams, but like the people following like Kevin Pillar are like they're all Mets fans. The people that are actually actively following their thing are the people that they were booing, and then they're gonna be like, nah, we weren't booing you. And the Mets fan like
when he came to the Rockies, the Rockies don't boo much, but when he came to the Rockies last year, we booed him on the first game he came because he's a douchebag. Do you know his history at all? He was like very anti Black Lives Matter and all that back when he was on the Red Sox when that was happening.
Oh, Kevin Pillar?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, boo the fuck out of him.
Yep, he's a douche. He deserves to be booed.
I gotta say, Marcus Stroman, anytime there's any kind of thing on the Mets but anything, he always blames the media, and it's like, yo, like the media is just reports on you guys being messy as fuck. Do you remember earlier this year when they had a fight in the dugout and they blamed it on a raccoon?
Do they blame their losses on a raccoon too?
Story. They had a fight in the dugout and they said there was a raccoon in the dugout. This is not a joke. You can look it up. I swear. It's so hilarious.
Dude,
so like
Max, that fight was fake news. The media was
the media, dude.
Out of it.
Also, the media and the government.
Also remember about Marcus Stroman, this shit is so funny. He's the guy that when he got traded to the Mets had a freak out in the locker room because he was upset that he got traded to the Mets and not the Yankees. Do you remember that?
I don't, but that's hilarious.
Yeah, and then he was like,
100% believable.
That's not what happened. It's like, yes, it is. He threw a fit in the Blue Jays locker room. He's like, no, I got traded to the fucking Mets.
Max,
no.
that was a deep fake. That was a deep fake.
Yo, dude, it was definitely the aliens, bro. It was, dude, think about it. The army at this point has basically admitted to UFOs. So why wouldn't it be the aliens? Fake news.
Fake news. Marcus Stroman has always been a Mets fan. Marcus Stroman has always been on the Mets. He's never not been on the
Mets. Oh man. Continuing on. So eventually it comes to game day, and we did get some apologies. They probably were like,
they didn't want shit thrown at them on the field, basically.
Yeah. Although at the game we did have some fans holding up like giant hands with the thumbs or thumbs down. Unfortunately, the first game was a day game, so there weren't like a lot of people there. So this is from Anthony DiComo in his comment to the media from Baez. I didn't mean to offend anybody, and if I offended anybody, we apologize. Wow, that was I'm sorry, guys. I need a minute. That was really that was an apology.
That was a big apology.
And he really spoke for Leighton. Are you okay? Are you okay, dude?
No, I'm getting emotional because how I'm actually pretty sure that that's a direct quote from every single other apology from every single other celebrity that we've heard in the past 10 years. Like that was really good. Literally the quote. I didn't mean to offend anybody. And if I did offend you, I guess I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, he used almost half the characters on Twitter for it, so I know it's a real apology.
I really like. Then I like Javi's tweet though. #fans. Why does he #fans? That's like a really sorry. Oh no, what's going on here? That's a really weird hashtag to do. Hashtag fans. We just need to stay together.
I search for that hashtag all the time after we do Pretty Little Sports Show, just in the hopes that we have some.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you think he's trying to get fans back? He's like, all right, maybe there's some fans looking. Hashtag fans. We just need to stay together. We want to win too. El Mago just gonna, is it Mago? Mago?
Probably Mago.
Mago. Yeah.
What does Mago mean?
I have no idea. I'm gonna look it up.
That's his nickname, though. El Mago just gonna
Wizard.
be El Mago.
Wizard, I see. Magician.
Oh, I got magician. Yeah.
El Mago just
gonna.
It's
both magician or wizard. You know.
El Mago just gonna be El Mago. Let's go Mets. Hashtag
Lev
LGM.
Tevier commented on Twitch. Hashtag fans. That's right. Well, let's boost this hashtag up as high as we can.
Yeah.
Hashtag
fans. Hell yeah, Lev Tevier.
Let's get it trending. Let's get it trending.
Hashtag
fans.
Hey,
we got the title for this
make sure to subscribe and follow us and all this shit. Let's go. Hashtag fans. That's our new hashtag. Hashtag fans. Fuck yeah, Lev Tevia. We got peeps in the chat. All right.
You have tiny marshmallow chickens.
I feel like if you go to fans, it's a lot like, yo, I fucking love Dyson. Dyson's my shit. I follow Dyson all the fucking time. Done to that. I like bladeless, but sometimes for desk fans, I really like to have like extra blades on my fans. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, hashtag fans.
I'm a big for a second kind of guy.
Leighton, it took you guys a little bit. I guess you guys don't really. I bought a fan recently, so that's why I knew I guess you guys don't know fan brands. Anyway, that was a deep cut. You
started hashtag fans, Max, because you were buying a fan.
Me and Javier bought fans recently. Anyway, and then we had Lindor who did Instagram post, but he didn't post a picture, so it's just all black, maybe to show how deeply sorry he is. And he said, "Sorry to those who I offended." This is very similar to Javi's apology, and the ones I didn't. Thank you for understanding. So he's not really apologizing. He's like, sorry to those I offended, but I really just want to thank the people who are on my side the whole time.
Yeah.
Hashtag love you guys. I feel like he's really I feel like he doesn't put the you in all caps, but I feel like it's there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's not talking to the people that he offended. He made it very clear when he did and then hit enter. Separate that out. He knows who he loves.
Oh, I don't think that they understand that, like, not the entire fan base has been booing you the whole time. Do you think that they understand that there's like little kids that have just been like rooting for them the whole time? Like they don't understand. It's like, and then they're like, why are they thumb scouting me? I'm 5 years old and I just broke my leg.
And actually, I felt like Mets fans were pretty nice to them even after they were giving the thumbs down to them too. Like I saw a video of like Lindor at the US Open. He was there and a bunch of Mets fans were like coming up to him asking for autographs, and they were like, "Hey buddy, do a thumbs up next time. We actually like you. Like we're rooting for you to do well."
Yeah, they're really fucking desperate, man. They're having a really hard. That's why this is like I feel really bad for these Mets fans, man. I'm a Yankee fan.
They had such high hopes at the beginning of the season.
I'm a Yankee fan. I know a lot of Mets fans. I have no ill will towards them. I'm just really mad at these players. I think it's really not cool. Anyway, Steve Cohen finally decided to speak up. Glad to hear our players apologizing to the fans. Let's get behind our players today and go out and win 2 today. He also said that the Mets players really hit the third rail doing what they did, which I think was a pretty funny metaphor.
What are the odds that Steve Cohen called each of them individually and told them to apologize?
Zero. He doesn't give a shit.
It can be done in an email, dude. It was a mass email. BCC.
You don't think he called? I think he called.
Personally?
Yeah, personally.
Although I do love the third rail. Like the third rail thing is a real New York like deep cut. Which
This is definitely going to get taken down for copyright.
No, it's less than 15 seconds, right?
I mean, you keep playing it. We'll see.
We're testing this out.
Yeah, why not?
Good.
I was hoping to get my first time on the podcast cut short.
I'm gonna have to go fucking edit out all of them, and then it's just
and we just lost a viewer after you played it a second time.
It's gonna have to be me replacing. I'm gonna have to replace every one of the sound bites with me going, "Welcome to New York, welcome to New York." That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. So,
man,
get
we
excited.
gotta get more viewers by getting that. Let's get that hashtag out there, guys. Hashtag
fans.
Let's get that out there.
My favorite thing about it is it has nothing to do with Pretty Little Sports Show.
Why not?
We won't even mention ourselves in it.
It has everything to do. Okay, so this happened, and guess what? The Mets had this amazing shit where they won the game. The last second, they won the fucking game. Whatever, who cares?
The last second, like baseball's on a timer. Like it was the last second. It was
at the last second, dude. They were in overtime,
dude.
They were about to
clock,
go
dude.
in
The shot clock
overshot.
was at 7, and somehow they pulled it off. It was crazy.
But
no, I watched that game, Max, and let me just say, like, Javi Baez, he may be sucking at the plate right now, but like the guy is really fucking fast, and that's pretty much how they won that game. Is the left fielder bobbled the ball a little bit, and Javi just decided to go for it and run for home.
Also,
but what's funny is, go ahead.
Hashtag analysis, Ben. Y'all, everyone.
No.
Javi Baez won that game because
but what was funny was the way Javi got on the base was this little, like, tiny infield hit that was so in that the shortstop couldn't run up to it fast enough to grab it to throw it to first. Like, he's still, even somehow getting on base, he still was like sucking at the same time.
Dude, he's very quick to make bad decisions.
Yeah.
You know, that's what he's very good at.
That's so true.
But there was still some karma, I would say, because he lost his diamond earring after that. After he slid it.
Did they ever find it?
I don't think so. We did get an update on it. But
my favorite part about it is Lindor's like patting him on the back, being like, "It's gonna be okay."
Yeah.
I know.
He's like, "No, that was my lucky earring."
But Sandy Alderson, the president, was on the field. There was like a picture of him helping search for it, and like the whole grounds crew, like the whole team is searching for it. Like everybody was out there except for Steve Cohen, of course, because he doesn't give a shit about the team. He's like, "I signed Lindor, guys. I'm out. Okay, I'll be on Twitter with every other idiot." Hashtag facts.
Hashtag fans.
Hashtag fans. Hashtag analysis. It's so funny. He lost his diamond ring, and the president's like, "I'll help out. Don't worry. I know how important this fucking like diamond earring is."
Yeah.
I'm like, it's called karma, guys. Okay. Okay,
I got nothing. I got no analysis for how, except also his technique there wasn't great. He's
looking
using
for the ring
to sift through the grass. Like,
yeah, I have a like somebody go to fucking Home Depot and get a metal detector. Like, why are they going through the fucking thing? I think this is pretty easy.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't the back of the?
You know what? I think it's the fans' fault that he lost.
Yeah, I think that we should probably do hashtag fans, hashtag it's your fault, hashtag facts.
Yes.
Hashtag analysis.
I mean, do better, fans.
do better, fans.
You should be out there on the field too, looking for that ring.
Yeah,
if you really care about.
Yeah. Storm the field, find the fucking thing, get arrested. Fuck you, fans. All right. You heard it here first. All right, this is what we've all been waiting.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
This week's all right.
Ben and I haven't heard these.
No.
Here we go. This week's best WFAN. That's New York City sports radio calls about the Mets. I went and listened to a bunch of New York City sports radio.
Bless you, Max.
So you didn't have to, okay? All week. But this is mainly from the beginning of the week. So we're going to start out with basically, this is like a stereotypical New York City call-in radio guy. This is basically what you really want to hear. So let's start out with this guy. Coming up. Why isn't he playing?
Nailed it.
Why is it bugging out? Ooh, program bugging out.
Uh-oh.
Welcome to
Yeah, just play T Swift until we can get those calls ready.
Ooh, program crash. Somebody, all right, hold on.
This is working out great.
Okay, let's start the segment over again. All right, this is this week's best WFAN. See, I'll take it on my chest. I fucked up. Let's start over. All right, this is this week's best WFAN New York City sports radio calls about the Mets. I listened to New York City sports radio, so you didn't have to. Let's check it out. This is like a stereotypical New York City, radio caller. Here we go.
Or Morgan, I should say. What's going on, Tommy? And Tom is gone. Bronx bound. Louie. What's up, Louie?
Hey, let me start by saying I'm a Mets fan.
Okay.
This team needs strong veteran leadership in that locker room. There's too many kids, too many babies on that team. I'm not into booing anybody, but in this case, I would boo Lindor and Baez every time they touch the ball, come to the plate, every time. Lindor can't go anywhere. He's got a 10-year deal. And if he does want to go somewhere, work out a deal. If somebody wants to take on that contract, I would get rid of him. Baez, I would make it miserable for him where he wouldn't even think about signing here. He would rather go to Baltimore or Florida instead of here. I don't want him. He's a slick fielder, excellent player. Slick fielder. He's too much of a problem. You could see right away those two guys, a click. He all of a sudden, Pilar, this guy was a perfect player. He was perfect for us, Pilar. Coming off the bench, hitting in the clutch, stepped in when guys got hurt.
Coming back.
All of a sudden, Pilar.
Yeah.
Baez is a problem.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Baltimore or Florida?
That was the most New York guy I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that is. That's what 90% of these guys sound like.
That's what every Teamster I've ever met on a set has always sounded like that too.
Baltimore or Florida?
I'm a Mets fan, bro. Like I am, and I wouldn't boo any of my
except for the whole team,
except for a bunch of babies.
I would boo the whole fucking team off the fucking earth.
I'm booing here. Come on.
I do. First of all, MVP of that call was definitely Tom, who decided to just not show up.
Tommy.
But like my favorite thing is he was like, okay, we need veterans. But because they're kids and babies, I'm gonna boo. I'm just picturing this guy. He goes to Little League games. He's like, you're a bunch of babies.
Enough of the T-ball. Come on.
Yeah, I'm taking away the bow.
They put that ball on the fucking stick to hit it. Why don't they throw it to him? What the hell? Enough of this crap. A bunch of babies out there.
I'm gonna ship you off to Baltimore or Florida.
I mean, that guy's gonna retire to Florida anyway.
Yeah, he's gonna go to the villages with all the other nutcases.
And honestly, if you were a baseball player, wouldn't you rather go live in Miami than like? I mean, New York City is
not right now.
Concrete.
No, you do not want to go to Florida right now.
That is fair. Yeah. That is fair. That is fair. Why, Max? Why
but do you want to be in New York City right now?
No, you do. Every team that goes to Florida right now gets COVID. Look at the Red Sox, dude. True, Look what happened to the Yankees. Every team that plays the Rays gets COVID. It's fucking crazy. Except for the Rays. They haven't had COVID problems. What the fuck?
They're immune to Florida.
It's you know why? It's because of their analytics department. They're keeping them safe, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're keeping them safe. They don't let them leave the trop.
Yeah. Their vaccines have more growth potential.
How many more fans do we have? Because I need more of this.
Oh, we have a bunch. All right. This is another caller that wants a refund. So let's listen.
Oh, good.
Hey, good morning, Jerry and Sal. I mean, yeah, this guy just doesn't get New York, obviously. Thank you for bringing this energy all morning, Sal, because it's ridiculous. I mean, I know that Cohen and Baez aren't going to miss my, like, $60 ticket and a couple concessions, but I've been to some games this year, and I have a rained-out ticket from this summer that I've been waiting to redeem so they look better, because they've just looked horrible.
You might be waiting on that for a while. I memean,
well, yeah. Now I'm not even going to redeem it. I'm going to attempt to get a refund, and I'm going to.
Good luck.
For Baez, because of Baez, typically because of him. This is ridiculous. And if I have to go, then he's going to hear the boos even more because this is ridiculous. He's got a. Oh yeah, and he shouldn't even be in the same breath as Joey Gallo. And I'm a Mets fan because Joey Gallo at least gets on base at a 400 clip. This guy has a sub 250 on base percentage now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Stop.
Wow. Are we going to have some Mets fans converting to Yankees fans? That's kind of felt like that was where it was going.
I just want to say, like, we mocked the first guy. We're going to mock this guy. I just want to say they have the right to be really angry. Like, this team sucks.
Totally.
They spend a lot of money. Even Tommy, who were said is like a little crazy and unreasonable, like they're Mets fans. Like, they've been through a lot, and now now their own players are saying they're booing them, and these guys are new. Like, this shit sucks, but like, it's really funny to say that they want a refund. Like,
I feel like the Padres are going through some similar, like, sort of slumps with a lot of their players. You don't see that kind of drama over there, and that's just like the difference between, I think.
Well, this is the Mets, baby.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Is it's that New York media and all that stuff. You know, the New York fans.
Well, that's why you gotta love the New York media, baby. They really put the pedal to the metal. You know. It's because previously in the show they were like, well, Gallo, you know, he doesn't, you know, always hit that well, and it's like, look at Joey Gallo's WAR. It's in like the top 20. You know, it's like he's like a really valuable player. I don't think Baez gets up there like at all. He kind of like isn't comparable like at all. Joey Gallo.
Baez probably has a decent WAR though. I mean, his fielding is really good too. So
yeah, I think Baez is up there, but like I don't think he's like you know, I'm not sure if he's like Gallo.
He's definitely like a little bit past his prime.
That's yeah,
sure. Yeah.
I do think it's funny that he was like Joey Gallo is getting on base at a 4 clip. Joey Gallo is getting on base at maybe like a 350. I think it was 359 at this point. Like, there are only 3 players getting on base and higher than 40%. And Joey Gallo's batting average is like 207.
Yeah, it's low. His whole thing is that he does have like the most walks, though, I think. But yeah it's like
but like the comparisons are ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it is a ridiculous comparison. But the funny part is that the guy wants a refund and he's not going to get
it. He was like, if I have to go to the game, then I'm going to boo the whole time. It's like if he doesn't get a refund, he's going to have to go. He needs to go. There is no option where he doesn't go if he doesn't get the refund.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to go and he's gonna have to boo. So have fun booing. So you guys, you guys are probably wondering what maybe you're not, but you might be wondering. Okay, so anyway, the radio station itself has an actual viewpoint on the whole Mets fiasco. If you didn't know.
Okay.
So actually, like kind of like every hour, you get a sports minute from WFAN where they provide you like what is going on in sports. So we actually got a sports minute from one of the guys. So here is the sports minute for one of the hours.
This is Sean Morash with an Odyssey Sports Minute. To boo or not to boo? That is usually the alcohol-loaded question for us as fans in the upper deck of any stadium. Mets infielder Javier Baez has made that question so much easier to answer. Boo. Always boo. Booing is not meant as an offensive form of expression. It is meant as absolute frustration of an expectation of much more directed at your own favorite team and players. Now Javier Baez is putting his thumbs down and admitting he and the Mets are booing their own fans back. Oh, really? Fighting with fans who just spend $200 or more to watch millionaires flail away at strikeouts? Yeah, that's not going to go over well. Being an athlete is everyone's dream. If you are fortunate enough to live that dream, deal with the critics. Keep booing Mets fans now, louder than ever. I'm Sean Morad.
Get in the zone.
I'm glad we got that get in the zone in there.
Thoughts?
I mean, I just think it's so funny that you now have fans waging war on the players. Like, oh, we're going to boo. We're going to boo as hard as we can. We are going to pay good money and support this baseball team financially.
That is really funny.
So we can go and boo them.
And I do love like the media. This actually is like someone in the media being like, we are taking a stance. Fucking boo. Like,
yeah. Yep.
I just wanted to show you guys that like there is a viewpoint from this radio station. I mean, like you do get that from radio hosts, like they do have viewpoints in sports radio, but I just think it's really funny. Like they took a whole sports minute that usually have updates, and it was like, nope, we're gonna tell you guys to fucking boo. Everybody's booing.
Really is just a bad idea to wage war on New York fans. Just not a smart thing.
It's just,
not a smart thing to do.
Do not fuck with us. Like, don't do it. Don't fuck with us.
I'm really trying to figure. Like, I've been trying to think of like the take where you're on Javi Baez and Francisco Lindor's side on this. Like, I've been trying to like rack my brain. Just like, how can I support this? Like,
you want to get there? Oh, I can get there.
Oh, we're there.
All right, here we go. We'll skip ahead to that one.
Oh my God, there is.
Well, there's like there's a lot of people on there like we understand that that's there. Here is okay, let me see.
Can't give these guys a pass for this.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I can't agree with Mike, the last caller, anymore. I mean, I totally disagree with both of you guys. Okay. I mean, this is typical today's society, being offended by everything. I'm not offended by one bit about this thumbs down thing. We aren't owed an apology. They don't owe us anything. Just go out and win.
Why did Alderson?
They're not going to make the playoffs. They owe us an apology for that.
Why did Alderson issue the statement that he issued then?
Well, Moose, you said that Baez has closed the door on a possible contract. I don't find that to be true because apparently Lindor and Baez were at a fundraiser for Cohen last night. So there's a relationship there with Baez.
Lindor was at the U.S. Open, unless you take the helicopter. Maybe if you take the chopper, you can get from Queens to Greenwich.
I mean, the New York media.
He was also in shorts, though. You're going to have to change. Yeah.
The New York media takes stories and they run with
Mike, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry.
Well,
Mike,
Michael,
how is this a media? How is this a media story?
I mean, am I talking to Marcus Stroman here?
Because all day, every day, that's all WFAN has been doing, especially your show.
What are you talking about? We talked about it yesterday. It's the biggest story in sports and in the city yesterday, and I'm a Met fan. So I'm telling you what I think.
You guys are offended by thumbs down. It's absolutely.
We're not the only.
It's ridiculous.
I'm not the only one.
Hold on a second, Mike. Listen,
I know a lot of guys.
You can say, Mike,
and I know a lot of them who are offended. We all know a lot of people.
Hold on a second, Mike. I'm not. Boo you, Mike. You look at the scenario. If you're not offended,
Maggie, you're offended by everything.
No, I actually stick up for the players all the time. I'm not offended by everything, Mike.
Yes, you do, Maggie. It's ridiculous.
Name one other thing I've been offended by.
You're offended by thumbs down. If Baez was not asked the question of what thumbs down meant, this wouldn't even be a story.
So it's the media's fault for asking the question? You are such a sheep. Oh my gosh. It's the media's fault for asking a question about.
Yeah, so basically, anyone that sides with them is just like, oh, you're offended.
Snowflake.
You're soft. Yeah, that's their opinion. And I just want to give a shout out to Maggie Gray for Moose and Maggie. They're the best New York City radio show. She is one of like the only women commentators, and she is the best, and she's amazing. So just want to give a shout out to her. She's really funny. You heard her dealing with that caller, and I thought she was like really fucking hilarious about the chopper stuff. So shout out to her. She's really
Future
good.
Guest on the show.
I would die. I think she's like really good and funny and just like a great reporter too. So yeah.
Oh man, that was great.
I mean, it's just a really funny call. Like, we don't even make fun of it because they handled him so well. Like, so fucking the guy is just you're all offended. It's like
all these fucking people getting the snowflakes getting offended by a thumbs down.
This is the matter with our culture, man. That's it's the media and fake news and the government, dude. It's the
aliens, dude.
Yeah, if you didn't ask the question as to what the thumbs down meant, then the thumbs down wouldn't offend you because you wouldn't know what the thumbs down meant. If you don't know things, bro, then you can't get offended by them, bro. So
if you didn't ask why you was shot in the face, then you never would have known he was trying to murder you.
Stop asking questions, bro. Honestly.
I clearly side with the aliens, bro. That's the fucking deal, bro.
If you don't ask questions, you're never gonna know, and so you won't get offended.
That's the deal, bro.
Honestly, COVID can't touch me because I haven't asked it what it is yet.
That's the deal, bro. All right.
Do we have any other calls?
Yeah, man.
I want to listen. These are so good.
Thank you. I really did the hard work, man.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad.
I broke my brain.
You went through 2 days of that. Yeah.
This woman is great. I mean, she really she's been through a lot. This woman that I'm about to play. Let me see. We got 2 more. This is actually probably my favorite. Here we go.
Hi, good afternoon. It's such a pleasure to talk to you guys. Thanks for taking the call.
You got it, Teresa.
I've been a Met fan my whole life. When I say a diehard, passionate Met fan, and you guys have hit the nail on the head when you talk about this is New York, and you got to expect this from New York fans. But there's a very key difference between a Met fan and a Yankee fan. And no disrespect to the Yankee fans. My husband is a huge Yankee fan. But when you make the decision to root for the New York Mets over the New York Yankees, you are more than passionate. We love our team. And you were right, Maggie, when you said, hold my beer. The Mets just keep out-Metsing themselves with embarrassing. And, I mean, you don't come after us as fans. Like, dude, you've been here for 5 minutes, and you would never see David Wright act like this. I mean, Mike Piazza was booed when he first arrived here. That's how passionate we are about our team. And as Met fans, I sat through early 90 teams that were atrocious. And I grew up in the Bronx during the Yankee dynasty of the 90s and early 2000s. So to be a Met fan takes so much heart and love for our boys that for you to come at us, I take it very personally. And it has enraged me. And I really hope this franchise handles this properly. And like you said, a suspension, discipline, something needs to happen.
Something for the fans. Yeah. Teresa, thanks for the call.
And Teresa,
Wow.
I mean, I just like that call because I feel for her. I mean, she was a Mets fan in the Bronx in the 90s. She's been through all this shit.
Yeah, haven't they been through enough? Christ.
That's why I feel that it's as funny as these callers are, I'm like, yo, I get it. Like, I feel for them. I'm empathetic, I'm just like,
sure. God,
that's why I don't get these fans that aren't mad and are like, yeah, I feel for these guys. They're getting booed. I'm like, fuck these guys, man.
Yeah, I never considered myself a huge Cubs fan or anything, but when they finally won their World Series after all those years, I was like, that's cool for them.
Yeah, exactly.
For them. But really cool. You got to feel for struggling franchises who just can't seem to get it together, and then for these players to come in and start saying fuck you guys. It's no, they were so excited at the beginning this year to finally have a new owner that was willing to spend some money to make the team good, and then it's just totally backfiring, and now these players are booing their own fans.
And that's the thing is I get it. It sucks to be a player who Lindor knows what's expected of him. Baez knows what's expected of them, and they're not performing. That sucks. But it's not the fucking fans' fault. No. And again, in the boos, honestly, that should fucking drive you. Put in more. And players are allowed to make mistakes. Players are allowed to be shitty. we're also allowed to fucking boo them because it's New York. It's New York City. By the way, just because for those of you that aren't aware, I wear this, but I live in New York City.
He's wearing an Astros jersey.
I
go
to Mets games. When I go to baseball games, I go to Mets games because who would ever want to go to a Yankees game, honestly? But yeah, like it's like just take it. Just suck it up. Suck it up.
You're getting paid like Lindor gets paid he gets paid more money than Tatis. Are you kidding me? You can't handle a boo? Like that Sports Minute guy was right. It's like you're living the dream and you can't handle like people booing you.
Well, and to be clear, it's good that they're getting paid a lot. It's just bad when they act that way when they're doing it. Like they're acting like shitheads, like they're acting like douchebags.
Yeah. Yeah, just like deal with it, man.
But I'm all for paying the players more, but it's like you can't go booing your own
definitely
from the franchise that they're
I'm not against the players making money. I'm just saying don't take it out on the fans who are paying a lot of money.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ben.
I'm pro player.
No. I'm glad you brought it up because it makes me. We're very pro player. I'm not saying pay the players less. I'm saying fuck the players being rude to the fans, though, who are definitely making less money than them for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck that. Because the rich people aren't even like audible for the most part,
Yeah, minus maybe like a couple tweets from Cohen here and there about it.
Yeah,
but like kind of
I don't even know if Cohen's a Yankees fan. Like, I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. I think that's why.
No, he's been a Mets fan the whole time. No, like the rich people, the game are in suites, or they're like at the buffet. They're not fucking booing. They don't give a shit. They're like, it's just. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyway, but we shouldn't presume things about people. They could be booing just as hard as the rest of us. Hashtag fans.
I also can't presume anything about rich people. Does anyone? Can someone call into this radio station and tell us what being rich is like?
Okay, we have one more call.
We'll never know.
And at the end of this one, we have a bit of it's kind of like all right, I'm just gonna do it. You're gonna hear me. It's gonna be like it's like newsworthy. I don't know why this didn't get like it's kind of like whoa, what kind of all right, whatever. We'll just listen to it.
It's a lot of hype.
I know it's too much hype.
Oh God, am I gonna be disappointed?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, Jim.
Listen. Whenever Lindor, if he says anything, I'm not even gonna believe it. It's all gonna be bull. Let me tell you a quick story. Lindor, talked about the booze the first month when he stunk. My son and his friend went to Philly when they went on the road trip. Mm-hmm. So they drove to Philly. They're young guys. They're 20. And after the first game, when they spit the bit in Philly, they went to Team Hotel. They met Pete Alonso. He couldn't have been nicer.
Nice.
He said, thanks, guys, for coming out. I appreciate the support. Then Lindor came out. And the only thing he said to my son, because they asked for a selfie or whatever, and he was like, COVID. And they're like, no worries. And he said, stop booing us. That's the only, and this is when he was on the IL. So
one fan at a time. He's trying to turn one fan at a time.
Your son met Alonso, and he saw Lindor, and Lindor said, "Stop booing us."
This is my son. It's not coming from a fifth party. That's what he said. Stop booing us. And my son was like, "Listen, it's not us. We'll be at the game tomorrow, and we're behind first base. This is where we're sitting." This is what he says when he was on the IL for 3 weeks. This guy is not made for New York. He's not.
He could also get you. He could also.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if I overhyped it, guys. I don't know why they didn't tweet this out. They didn't circulate it. I mean, like, isn't this kind of like big news? Like Lindor, like told random kids who found him at a fucking hotel, like when he was on the IL, to say that booing him. The guy actually might not be suited for New York City. Well, if the story is true, clearly. Which I think it is,
especially because that like they were in Philly August 6th, 7th, and 8th, which means this has been weighing on Lindor's mind for a while.
How do you know that off the top of your head?
I didn't know that off the top of my head. I'm very quick on my research, Max. I had a podcast.
Wait, how do you know that?
Wait, how do I know there's?
Because he Googled it, Max.
You already Googled that?
I literally yes. As soon
that was just so fast. That was just so fast.
Hold on, anyway, I want to ask. Did they say how old the kid was? Did I miss that?
20.
He was 20. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
It would have been way worse if it was a little kid.
Yeah.
12-year-old
Dude, but
Don't
like,
boo.
but dude, the people who are coming to find you at a hotel like aren't the people that are probably like fucking booing you.
No,
I mean, it's just
no.
That's
You
so
wouldn't
weird.
ask an autograph or a selfie with someone that like you were probably booing at the stadium.
But dude, this is like insane stuff. Like this is kind of like nutso behavior for a New York City athlete.
So I guess this poses the question: like, do you think the Mets are gonna like pull a Rockies and just trade Lindor no matter what, and then pay for him to play somewhere else? Because
No,
it's
they're
that
not trading Lindor. They're gonna keep him and just.
You think they are
going
to keep it because he seems to be kind of a toxic presence on the team?
No, they're just gonna tell him to shut the fuck up. He's too good.
Yeah, and he.
I mean, not
like,
this year. He's not.
He can.
Yeah, but he'll be
He
good.
can only
enough.
go up from here.
Yeah,
but buy the dip, Ben.
Buy the dip. Buy the dip.
Buy the dip.
Buy those Mets stonks.
But isn't that like a pretty crazy clip? I mean, like usually they'll like tweet out their biggest calls, and I'm like, why didn't you guys tweet this call? Like that is like, are we gonna have to tweet the call? That's a pretty big call.
Yeah, to our hashtag fans.
Oh,
hashtag fans.
Call to your hashtag fans.
But yeah, pretty big news there.
Pretty little big news there.
Yeah,
that was fun. We should take their content every week, Max.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is fair use because we reported on their report.
That's true.
So fair use.
That's right. We're bringing our fans to them. So you're welcome.
Yes. And all I can say to Lindor is
Welcome to New York. Welcome to New York.
Max.
That was an immediate face
Max.
from both
it's been waiting for
Ben.
you. What, you guys don't like Tay-Tay? What's wrong?
Max.
What's
gonna
wrong?
get taken down.
I want to keep what few hashtag fans I have, so I'm not going to say I'm not a fan of Tay-Tay.
You guys don't like Tay-Tay? What's wrong?
She's the only artist I know, Max. You know that.
So you love Tay-Tay?
Well, yeah, by default.
Okay.
But it's fine. It's fine because the Mets are a 100% on the level, totally good organization with no issues whatsoever. Outside of this small little blip, like the Mets are a really positive organization.
Yeah,
Positive as positive Pete
This
Alonso.
was the end of it. They apologized. They won the 2 games, and everything was fixed, except for Mets acting GM Zach Scott was busted on a drunk driving charge in White Plains.
Are they going for a record for suspending and firing GMs this year? Is that a record?
Probably. Probably.
They
So-
can't really hold down a GM for too long, can they? Or a coach for that matter, because didn't Beltran was going to coach for a little bit there? That didn't work out either.
Yeah.
Also, is it just Ben? Is that your dad? Like, I mean, look, like you kind of look
a beard a little bit. Hold on,
kind of look like
let me
him.
get my.
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Ben, why was your dad intoxicated while GMing for the Mets?
You know, it's hard to understand how professional GMs can be this unproductive.
And he was coming from Cohen's party, right? Was that the same party that was mentioned earlier in the?
No,
phone call?
that guy was completely wrong because Lindor was at the U.S. Open. But
So
there
this was
a
just a
bunch-
get together.
No, this was a fundraising event.
It was a fundraising,
and there were a bunch of
players
and
there
there
as well.
were a bunch of players there.
What I'm excited for is for when all the positive COVID tests come out over the next couple of days amongst Mets players and yeah, that was a bad joke.
You're not actually excited.
I'm
You
not
just
actually
think,
excited.
You
for
think
it.
that it might. You think that it could happen though.
I think that it could happen every single time. Every single time a fundraising event makes news.
Yeah, it's like
shortly thereafter.
Shortly thereafter, there are a bunch. Yeah.
We understand your intent, Leighton. We know you don't hope that people get COVID.
I
It's
don't
just
hope that people.
this is just perfect timing with this guy getting caught for drunk driving. It had to be this week of all weeks. It had to be this week, the worst publicity week for the Mets.
Yeah, the Mets. The Mets are gonna Mets. Like
Mets are gonna Mets.
That's
They're very
that's the
Metsy.
phrase. They are Metsy. They're not clean. They're Metsy.
Yeah, hours before he was busted, Scott was at, this is according to the New York Post, Scott was at Mets owner Steve Cohen's home for a team fundraiser with players and team officials. Mets manager Luis Rojas said he was also at the charity event, as were about half a dozen players. He said nothing crazy happened at the event, and he and the players took a bus home from Cohen's Connecticut home, but he said Scott was not on board.
Get on board, Scott.
He should have gotten on board. He says Scott was driving separately, but I don't know much past being in the event and having a good time.
Yeah.
I believe he was sleeping in his car.
That's what that picture said.
Yeah, and he said he refused to give blood or submit to a breathalyzer test, but underwent a field sobriety test and failed. Can you believe it?
I mean, I can because he was asleep in his car.
Hey, you stupid idiot! Take an Uber. Like, how fucking stupid are you? Like, what's your fucking problem?
They can't, dude. He spent too much money on Lindor.
Yeah,
can't take an Uber.
Steve
Needs
Cohen's,
to save some money.
Steve Cohen's like an Elizabeth Holmes type deal. He doesn't actually have money. He was like, Scott, you got to lend me some money. I'm not actually a billionaire.
Well, then you should.
Mr. Met, you got to give me a couple.
You don't even need to call an Uber. Hop on that bus, Zach Scott.
Yeah, you got to take in the bus. No, I'm a Theranos type deal. I can't take the bus. It'll be bad for optics. I can't take the bus.
I'm the GM.
Yeah, it's all an illusion. That's why the Mets are so bad. Nobody has money. It's all an illusion. That's why everything's bad. The team doesn't have money.
It is really funny that no matter what the Mets do, they're still bad. They try so hard to not be bad, and then they're bad.
Yep.
Yeah. They can't even drive sober. Fucking
they can't even drive sober.
Fucking losers.
I bet the guy didn't even drink anything. He just can't drive sober. He's like, I didn't even drink anything, I swear. They're like, this doesn't different.
Physically impossible.
He actually tried to get on the bus and there was like a force field. He's like, God damn it, fuck.
I can't even get on a bus.
He couldn't call
to drive drunk.
He had to drive drunk. He was compelled to. Those poor Mets. Gotta really feel bad for these guys.
Oh my God.
Not.
Oh wow, that was a good not joke.
Yeah,
thank you.
Max is really like being the Yankee fan you are, Max. You're really reveling in this week. It's a really good week.
I'm standing up for the Mets fans.
But man, the Mets are struggling. The Red Sox have been struggling a little more since the
Yankees
All-Star
been
break.
Struggling a little bit,
but still, I mean,
hey, the Yankees weren't struggling until Nasty Nestor got those unnecessary balks.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Yeah, that was.
Leave Nasty Nestor alone.
Oh.
All right, guys. I think we're done with the Mets after an hour and 12 minutes.
It only took an hour 12.
Hour 12. Hour 12 on the Mets.
Should we just start over and do it again? I feel like we might have missed a couple things.
Max is like, can we do this 3 more times, please?
All right, let's see what we have coming up next. Oh, we got this story. I just want to say, if we're talking about fake news, we got this story right here, and that's actually part of why I brought this up. But there's actually other discussion to be had.
Now, I believe this 100%. This all checks out to me.
I do not believe.
Well, I gotta read it for the audio listeners, guys.
Please,
okay? Yeah. I love the passion, though. I just want to let you know I love your passion. According to betonline.ag, Dodgers chosen as most hated baseball team in United States. A recent data collection included over 100,000 different tweets broken down by state. Now, continue, boys.
Okay, here's the thing. The Dodgers, supposedly, most hated team in sports. I mean, that's everyone will get mad at the team that's playing the best. That's fine.
That's what it is.
I am happy that somehow those results did not come out the Astros. I am 99% sure that the most hated team in baseball, the only team that is unanimously, since we're talking about booing, they are unanimously booed every single place they go. They have got to be the most hated team in baseball.
Let me give you 2 words. Trevor Bauer. That's all I have to say.
I mean, he is the most hated person in baseball, and he is an
I think he boosts
garbage.
them up a little bit. I think he definitely gives them a boost to most hated.
That's fair, but that's not the team. And the team has been doing the right thing by immediately putting him on leave.
That's true.
But
also like Cody Bellinger, like fuck that guy.
I mean, well, and that's also
he looks.
something.
He just I don't think he's ever said anything that I don't like. But like, have you ever just seen him? Like, he's just got this look on his. face that you're just like, fuck that dude.
He's said plenty that I don't like, but I mean,
really has he? I haven't heard.
It all has to do with the Astros scandal. Yeah.
So maybe you're making a case for them to be more that people will like them more.
Dude, everyone hates Mookie Betts. He's like not a nice guy.
I just think that's
that's what pisses me off about the Dodgers so much. Actually, that's where my rage comes. Is they keep putting players on the team that I like,
dude.
And it's
fuck
pissing
Trey
me off.
Turner. Fuck Trey Turner.
It's
dude.
pissing. How dare they put Sweetie Pie Scherzer
dude.
on their team?
I know.
I'm sick of this.
I know, dude. Trey Turner, like real mean, unlikable guy. He has no swag either, dude. I hate how he slides.
I really miss the days when we could just hate Max Muncy and Cody Bellinger and just leave it at that. And now they've added all these players on the team that you can't help but to like.
Yeah.
As a Rockies fan, it pisses me off.
So it makes you hate the team more because they add people that you like.
Because they add people that I like.
That's fair.
And they also just slay the Rockies every time they play them.
That's also fair. I just think it's hilarious that Michael Brantley, who was not on the Astros until 2019, had nothing to do with the cheating scandal. When they were playing in Cleveland earlier this season, where he was playing in 2017, he still had chance being thrown his way, calling him a cheater.
He was complicit. He was complicit.
He was on the Indians. He was on the Cleveland. Sorry, the Guardians. Soon to be. He was on the.
Sorry, dude. He still came to the Astros after, and he knew about it.
Like that is why I think it is no contest that the Astros are the most hated team, because people will boo and jeer their own favorite.
It
player.
did get to the point where they were even afraid to go to the All-Star game. Like that's how bad that it was.
Yeah, and I think honestly a lot of them are pissed at the other players who didn't support, like Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger was like, "Oh, they're a bunch of cheaters. How dare they?" When the Dodgers, like, it's come out, like the Dodgers and a lot of teams in baseball were doing similar things, minus the trash can. We totally mastered the trash can. We deserve all the punishment that came our way. But like, I think a lot of our players were pissed at, particularly at Dodgers players, speaking of the most hated team, that like those players were saying were actively calling the players cheaters when a lot of them were complicit in the similar schemes.
What schemes?
A lot of the recording of signs and using technology to decode signs. Not all of it was being done in real time. But
I've heard whiffs of that too. Like
we keep getting whiffs, but we're not getting any evidence of any
nothing super.
Well, I mean, there's been plenty of evidence with the Yankees that MLB just hasn't just decided to not.
No,
release.
There's been no actual evidence. People
here we go, baby.
There's been plenty.
What's the evidence? What's the actual evidence?
Aside, again, it is the letters that have gone between them. It's the investigation or lack thereof that has been done into the Yankees. It's the fact that Beltran brought a lot of what happened in Houston directly from New York. Like all of this is very clear and very obvious.
Well, it's just every time that it comes out, it's like they're like, it was like the phone call about the thing. It's like every time I think that the letter is going to come out, it always becomes nothing. I just keep waiting for something to happen.
Well, because it's not nothing. It's just not being released, because MLB cannot have some of their top teams. And again, I am by no means mad at Yankees fans. I'm by no means mad at Dodgers fans for hating the Astros, and we deserve all the hate that's come our way.
They did suspend A-Rod, though. They've suspended players before on the Yankees for cheating.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the Yankees were running a freaking pharmacy out of their organization for a very long time. And that's hard to hide.
A lot of teams were. Yeah.
But yes, the Astros were hands down used as the hammer in this situation of like, this is what baseball will do if y'all do anything like this. And they did just brush under the rug a lot of the other evidence that other teams were doing similar things. Again, the Astros went extra far. We got that trash can. We were almost certainly
I just want someone to fucking say something, because like Joey Votto keeps like hinting at it, but he won't say it. And I'm getting really like,
is it
sick
because
of it.
it's like a players association thing?
It's because the players don't want to be snitches. Nobody wants to say it. So
and yet there were fires. Well, and who was it? Ramon Laureano too, that was like shitting on who was the A's player that was shitting on the Astros for cheating, and then it came out this year that he himself was cheating.
Well, yeah, but I'm just sick of people being like, well, similar things are going on. Like everybody is cheating, so like blah blah blah. Well, if you're gonna fucking say it, then fucking say it. Don't. If
you're gonna narc, then narc. Don't.
People are like Joey Votto has never lied about anything. Well, I'm like, well, he's certainly not totally telling the truth, because he's just saying like people are cheating, yo. And I'm like, well, Joey Votto's not actually saying anything because he's not saying anything.
I agree. It's kind of a lame, like
it's fucking lame. Like, tell me what's happening.
Hint at it, but not actually.
Like, if the Yankees are cheating, I want to know what's going on with my team so I can be mad at them. Like, tell me. I want to know.
Because as we know, New York fans are not afraid to boo.
New York fans are not afraid to boo.
I want to know. I want to know the truth.
But I think it does. If I'm using the Astros as an example, I
think the Astros really did do a real, like, I think everyone's stealing signs, but I don't think anyone did anything as far as the Astros did. Or the buzzer, which might be true.
I mean, here's the thing: the Yankees and the Red Sox got caught for the Apple Watches, so we know that.
Well, no, just the Red Sox did.
The Yankees were screwed. I know they were somewhat involved in.
No, this is what the Yankees thing was. That's what's hilarious. The Red Sox then called about the Yankees. Larry Rothschild picked up a phone in the dugout and called back to the bullpen and asked if something was called a strike or a ball, and got called for improper use of a dugout phone, and it was blown out of proportion.
That's amazing.
I swear to God, the Yankees are getting called for bullshit all the time. That's not true. I'm not just saying this a biased fan, Leighton. I want to know this true. You know I'm no bullshit. They get called for improper use of cameras and people tweet about it, and they're cleared all the time. I swear. I want to know if my team is cheating.
Look, I just think it's all conspiracy theory. I don't think the Astros were banging on trash cans. It was a raccoon in the dugout.
It was aliens.
Just a raccoon.
but like in 20, I really do think the MLB is doing everything they can to, like, they made their example with the Astros, but they're trying to completely push everything else down. Because if you look at Altuve and the buzzer, motherfucker had a buzzer on. Like, we all know, Astros fans know that he had. Why? Like, he definitely
so suspicious, dude. And the players were so bad about it, man.
Oh yeah, it was really bad. But somehow, and again, this is something that obvious, and yet somehow the MLB investigation came up with nothing. I think they wanted to be like, okay, you got your punishment, now let's be done with this so it doesn't ruin the sport. And I think that is what the MLB's been doing across the board. So any other evidence that comes up, anytime a player hints that they might want to say something, I think they get a strongly worded letter from either the Players Association or from MLB themselves. Okay. And that's a little bit of a conspiracy thing, but it does come from something that I think the Astros are certainly guilty of as recently as 2019.
I think some teams should be allowed to cheat. I think the Rockies should be able to cheat.
I agree.
I think the Pirates should be able to cheat.
I think the Mets should be allowed to cheat.
The Tigers should cheat for sure.
Tigers need to
the
cheat.
Orioles, they need, like, they have, like, give them all the trash cans, give them a drum set. I don't care. Like, just let them cheat.
I forgot that the Tigers were a baseball team.
Yeah.
Like a few months, like one of my friends was talking
about. They got a lot of good prospects though. They really do.
I just like that if AJ Hinch is going to be allowed to be like a manager, that he is like banished to the Tigers. Like, I think that if he's allowed to be a manager, which he obviously shouldn't be, that he's on the Tigers, you know, like he should not be allowed to be a manager. Like, it really is like, come on.
Hey, Alex Cora's back.
Yeah, that is also fucking preposterous.
Oh,
like,
you
are you
just hit a
kidding
trigger
me?
point, Leighton. He just hit a trigger point for Max.
I know, and I love it.
Man,
Let's move on.
Yeah,
We're running low on time.
I want to say one thing. I think that Leighton's viewpoint on like this whole thing is like on Astro stuff is very reasonable and appreciated. But I do want to say one thing about this map is like is just like the way that they did it is like really fucking stupid. They did it based on
region,
on like states based based on like Twitter geotags and states. So like they have like Alaska really hates the Dodgers and like Hawaii really hates the Astros, and then like
big baseball states. Yeah.
the South.
Hawaii.
Wow, whoa.
How dare they? How dare Hawaii come down on us?
I will say Utah and Wyoming are Rockies fans, so that checks out that they would hate LA.
Look how the South
with New Mexico.
I don't think the South really hates the Mets that much. I just don't think that's really a thing. Do you guys think the South really hates the Mets?
I mean, Atlanta fans might hate the Mets a lot, but like Chipper Jones made Shea Stadium his personal like vacation home. Like,
yeah.
Well,
like,
was it? There was a huge rivalry between
the
Mets and the Braves back in the 90s. Chipper Jones, Mike Piazza during those days. So maybe that's still looming. I don't know.
Thing that makes me laugh is West Virginia hates Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Why? What team is
just wrong? The Astros are the most hated, and then this is just in the past month. So yeah, I mean, clearly people hate the Dodgers because of that trade, Trevor Bauer, blah blah blah. But the most hated teams are like the Astros, the Yankees, the Dodgers.
It's the big rivalries. The Cubs,
it's the big
Cardinals
teams.
too.
Yeah.
And
It's
the
just pretty
Phillies specifically in West Virginia.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Michael Jordan worn undies hit auction block. Shows definite use.
Ooh, cum
according
stains.
to TMZs.
Right? Is it cum stains or?
And yep, it's cum stains. So that's where it is.
Some Calco cut pants, maybe.
Yep, it's ejaculate.
I just went for it, guys.
It's ejaculate.
I mean, it's either that or shit. It's one of the two.
It is
a nice little streak on the bottom.
It's actually both.
Yeah.
So thank you TMZ for this. TMZ Sports.
Yeah. Thanks, TMZ is very helpful.
Yeah, we're actually going to replace TMZ eventually. We're going to buy them out. So thank you.
Look at his face too. He's like, I got a little special thing.
All right,
for
so
you.
this is what TMZ says, and I'm going to read it to you guys to help you. Okay, settle down, nasties. The proof is the loose threading in the shorts, guys. So this is being put up by John Michael Wozniak, MJ's old bodyguard, who was featured in The Last Dance. He had them all these years, so he's putting them up on the auction block.
Why did he have Michael Jordan's underwear for all these years?
That's a really good question. I don't think TMZ answered that. We should tweet at him #fans and see.
Do y'all have an investigative reporter yet?
That would be me.
Pretty little investigative reporter.
If anyone would like to intern for free, we are.
Yeah. Wait, are there paid interns?
Yeah.
Anymore? Do they do
probably not in this country, but
we give college credit, as in we say that's really cool. You go to college.
Yeah.
All right. So that was a good one. Do you guys want to talk about the Astros more?
No.
So this is good. Do you guys know that J.R. Smith went back is going to college now?
That's cool.
He decided he went to college, so he can.
He's an Aggie now. Is that what it is?
He's going to
Texas A&M Aggie.
No, North Carolina Agriculture and Technical University.
Great school. Wow.
And he's playing golf for them too. He says it's probably one of the most exciting feelings I've had in a while. I really didn't know how it was going to go, but to be able to actually call myself a student athlete is a great feeling. J.R. Smith.
Do you think the basketball coach like went up to him from that school and was like, "Dude, please, why don't waste your time with golf, man? We need you."
I think he went back so he could like learn how to count, so he wouldn't mess up like the ends of games anymore. You know, I think that's probably like why he did it. Do you think that's why he went back to school?
No, it's a 26-second shot clock, right?
Right.
It's a the game clock. Each quarter's like what, 12 minutes and 3 or 4 seconds.
Do you think LeBron is still mad about that?
Well, I hope.
Yes.
Yeah, LeBron is.
I believe that LeBron holds grudges.
You guys, I just hope he does.
James. He holds grudges.
I just hope he does something in his classes that he never did on the court, which is pass.
Yeah. I think that he's doing this to
Where's
like
the badumch? Max, do you only use the badumch for yourself?
Okay, I have it right here. Oh, sorry, I meant to do the badumch. Sorry.
What a troll. It's the only 3 we got.
My God.
So I think he's doing this probably like, rebuild his image, so he's not just the I fucked up at the end of the game. No, I'm just kidding. He really wanted to go back to college.
Getting a life experience.
No,
It's
I'm
cool.
kidding. He never went to college. He wanted to go back. It's actually really cool. And he's retweeting the whole thing. So no, sorry, he's live tweeting the whole thing.
This is going to be a National Lampoon's movie one day, isn't it?
Yeah. So he has been tweeting about his whole first week of college. So I've selected the best tweets. The best tweets from his first week. So let's get into them, shall we?
Yeah.
I hope there's a photo of him like with his backpack on his back standing in front of his house like on the first day of school.
Yeah. Joined a study group for my African American studies class on #groupie, and my classmates don't think it's me.
No, I'm J.R. Smith. I'm the basketball player.
I swear, like, yo, we watched Catfish, the TV show. Neve has, let us in. Like, we know it's not you, J.R. Smith.
I mean, if any of his classmates are on Twitter, they'll know now.
No, now they're probably watching the show. They're some of our #fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of you that are in J.R. Smith's class, y'all, it's real. It's real.
It's real.
So tweet #fans.
Real. #fans.
You heard it first on Pretty Little Sports Show.
Yeah. I'm about to start texting/tweeting in full sentences using punctuation and shit. Homie's going to be like, who dis? He's getting an education.
My favorite is the punctuation and shit ... which is punctuation, but then he doesn't end the final sentence with a period.
Yeah, he's not tweeting with punctuation. And
Homie's going to be like,
it says
who dis?
texting
And then I will
tweeting.
reply, no, who
In full
is
sentences.
this? Enough.
Hey, you got
Enough.
one.
You're cheapening my joke.
No, I can't. What? Oh my God, I can't win with you guys.
No,
Max,
you
you
can't.
give us the badum-chi. Oh, I didn't want the badum-chi.
I wanted the badumch. Max, I'm glad you did it, and I'm glad you made Ben feel bad doing it. I think we're gonna get kicked off of Twitch so fast. Hold on, let me check the stream.
At least that song is like
okay, we're still
old
live.
enough to where I think it's copyrighted.
Been saving that one for a while. For the perfect moment. That was such a Curb moment, guys. Oh my God, that was so Curb. You're so LD.
Yeah.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
you're straight.
Let's get our
chirping.
#fans to do a
Straight
fan
chirping.
edit where it zooms in on us right as that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone around the city keep asking me who you got doing your work. Shit me, LOL. Really trying to learn something. The fuck? He said TF, but I think he's saying the fuck.
I think that's what that means. He ran out of characters. I think.
No,
that's-
you have so many characters on Twitter now. You can write a fucking novel. Whenever I do tweets, I'm like, holy shit. Right? Didn't they up it to like 560 or some shit?
It's a lot of characters.
It's a lot now. It's a lot. I've been tweeting recently.
Also, shout out to J.R. Smith for using an Android phone.
Why is he using an Android? That's for like
because iPhones are weird.
You heard it here first. iPhones are weird. He likes that green text.
The green bubble.
Is it green for people on Android? Like, what color is it for people on Android when you're texting each other?
It's a normal color. It's whatever color the app has the color be.
No, for you, like when you're texting other people on Android, what's the color?
The color's not like. Oh no, I'm not going to show you.
No, text. But what when we're texting other people on iPhone, it's blue. Like, what color is it for you?
It's gray. It's gray. I use it.
Oh,
gray.
It's just gray.
It's
colorless. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And mine is blue. Mine is blue.
Interesting. All right. Somebody asked J.R. Smith, "Do you have a meal plan?" And he says, "Yeah, on my American Express."
Where's the bump up?
I can't.
Why did you throw in another drum beat, Ben? Do you not know the classic?
No, I have no rhythm. None whatsoever. It really does seem like J.R. Smith's college experience is going a lot better than James Franco's.
Yeah,
so I'll give him that.
Do you not want more? Do you want me to stop? Do you guys not care?
No,
not now. These ones have gifts.
Yeah. So he says, can someone explain why it would be a good idea to join a frat? To be honest, it really don't make sense to me. And he's really getting good with punctuation, which is really funny. He really starts using punctuation. I'm supposed to join a group and call them my brothers after they treat me like shit and make me do stupid shit. How does that work? And the ship says, please wake up. It's like, yes, this is what everybody realizes when they're reasonable and they go to college for the first time.
I really love that. Like, how old is he? Because he's like really going for the
40.
Like usually 40-year-olds that go back to college, they're just like sitting in the back and trying to get their degree really quick in and out. But he's like, should I join a frat? I should do school sports as well. I need to join all these after school club activities and all these things. He's really embracing
very much
it all.
Like Rodney Dangerfield back to school or like Community.
Yeah,
this is like very much like what is happening. But it's like, yes, this is exactly what frats are like.
The dude is 35 years old. Like,
that's still too old to join a frat.
No, he should definitely join a frat.
Showing up to frats to like rush. Like,
he's gonna rush.
And they're
everyone's gonna put J.R. Smith through initiation.
And when J.R. Smith shows up, they haze him. They haze
J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith, I have to learn how to do a better job at taking notes. For some reason, I have a hard time on what's important information. I mean, to me, it all seems important. I mean, that's what you learn when you go to school. You have to really, when you're taking notes.
And then the Dirty Rotten Scoundrels Steve Martin gift.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Putting his fingers on his temples with a headache.
Yeah, it's a full gif of like, oh! And then he has this other one. I just finished a quiz and it's Morgan Freeman saying good luck.
I like how it's after the quiz. Like,
yeah.
It's really cute. It's really cute.
Like we're getting like the whole thing. But guys, this week was really hard on J.R. Smith because these final 3 tweets paint a difficult story. He says, so disappointed in myself this first week, man. Then another tweet, no excuses. But then this final tweet, been up since 5 a.m. LA time working on my education assignments. One bad week will not spoil the semester. Lace your boots up, put your head up, and go to work. Hashtag stuck in my grind.
Hell yeah, J.R. Smith.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Stick with it.
Well, I mean, college is tough. Like college
first week, man, you got this. We're behind you here on Pretty Little Sports Show. We'd love to have you as a guest.
Absolutely.
But I think we're going to have to follow him each week and we're going to do updates on J.R. Smith's tweets. I love this shit. Right, Ben? No, you don't like it?
I like it. I think it's cute. It's real cute.
If it matters at all, I also like it. And I support J.R. Smith.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
Goes back into college.
He seems so excited. That's what I like about it.
Yeah. Be passionate about things.
We'll support you even if you join a frat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let him haze you, though.
Yeah, don't let him haze you, though.
J.R. Smith. Playing golf so that it doesn't have a time limit. Yeah. That's smart. You see, that's just smart.
Ben, do you know that Leighton and I were in a frat in college, though?
Sigma Pi Pi.
Sigma Pi Pi, the frat of the arts. We started it.
Oh, God.
We started it and ended it.
Yeah, the fraternity of the arts.
Yeah. It didn't actually. It wasn't
really.
We had T-shirts. That was
we.
Sounds good.
Really,
yeah,
it was really cool.
I need to see if I still have that T-shirt. I'll wear it on the neck. Yes.
Here we go. We're gonna end up with probably the biggest story of the day, guys. Soulja Boy, famous rapper, challenges Kanye to boxing match. Will make 100 to 200 million. So, guys, Kanye released his 10th studio album this week, Donda, named after his late mother. And Soulja Boy was really upset because he thought he was going to be on one of the tracks, and Kanye left him off of it. The track is called Remote Control, okay? And Soulja Boy is like real pissed off about it, and he put up a tweet that said, "I want to fight. Do you know how to fight at Kanye West? I feel like you a hoe. Let's get in the ring." So, who do you guys think? Who do you guys think would win, Soulja Boy or Kanye?
I think Soulja Boy's got more heart. I think he's got more fight in him.
Ooh, he's got more reason to be angry. It would seem.
Yeah, but I feel like Kanye is like has like that God energy, you know, like he's been working out a lot recently, like in his live streams, like he's been like working out and doing like a lot of push-ups and shit. Like Kanye notoriously skips leg day though, and you need legs to be good at boxing.
Yeah.
He says all chest, no legs, and that's a big part of boxing. So.
But we also have do you have Soulja Boy's workout regimen? Do you know if he skips leg day?
I do not know.
Also, when does he evolve into Soulja Man?
Soulja Man.
Or Superman.
He's been Soulja Boy for a very long time.
This fight could be that gives him the experience points to evolve into Soulja Man.
Is it level 16?
It's level 16.
Level 16 he evolves into
Soulja Boy is still 15 years old, so this could be what levels him into a man. He actually goes by Draco a little bit more. And I was actually reading this, and this is relevant, guys, by the way, because boxing is a sport. So that's why this is on Pretty Little Sports Show.
Right.
Boxing is a sport.
Soulja Boy actually wants to fight a very good friend of mine, too. Do you know who that is?
Is it Kanye?
It is Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter is a very good
wants
friend
to fight a lot of people.
Well, just really big celebrities. Aaron Carter, I'm a very good fan, and Aaron Carter actually follows me on Twitter, if you guys didn't know. So we follow each other, so that basically means we're best friends.
Congrats.
And
wait, were you at Aaron's party?
I was at Aaron's party, metaphorically. So Aaron Carter will hopefully be fighting soon in a celebrity boxing match, making each other a lot of money. So yeah, Ben, who do you think would win between Soulja Boy and Kanye?
I think I gotta go Soulja.
You're gonna go Soulja. I think Kanye's got that God energy he's been talking about, and he said
You think he's maybe post divorce? He's got some anger in him.
Yeah, he's real. But him and Kim have been working on things recently, so maybe he's calmed down a bit.
Yeah, so he's screwed.
He's screwed. You're right. I'm gonna have to go with Soulja. And if you remember the Soulja Boy dance, like that shit's complicated. I might have to go with Soulja. Yeah. Kanye's not much of a dancer. I saw him live. He was real energetic, but he didn't really have the moves.
I will say, Max, these are two artists I've actually heard of.
I know. That's why I brought it up.
Big deal. It's a deal.
It's a really big deal. So anyway, I think we can wrap it up, guys. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good Mets show.
We had a really good time talking about the Mets today.
I'm so happy to have been here.
Leighton, we're so happy to have had you.
We're happy to have had you. You are welcome back anytime.
I promise next time I won't wear an Astros jersey.
No, I would like you to, because it triggers Max.
I can't see it, so it's good.
But you can see the shoulders.
I quite actually like the colors of the I like those. I like the colors.
Well, that's just because you're color deprived in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
that's
pinstripes.
Have like, I guess it's a dark navy and white.
Yeah. What would you think it was? Black and white?
No, it's not black and white, but it's still not like colorful.
It's not super colorful.
And it's been the same uniforms for
I like this. I like the space helmet. I like when you guys wear the space helmets. That's the coolest thing. I like the space stuff.
Whenever we wear space helmets instead of baseball caps, I do too. I like it when we show up in full astronaut gear.
Yeah, that shit's awesome. That shit's fucking sick. There's
Honestly, I miss those 90s. But anyway, we're done. We're done. We're wrapping
Come
up.
on. We're going to talk forever, man. It's a podcast. All right. Anyway, Leighton Samuels, Pretty Little Leighton, thank you for being on here. I'm Max Kaiser, Ben Overzet, and
follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on
Insta.
Twitter, Instagram, high ratings, all that bullshit.
You can catch clips from the show as well as the full episode on YouTube on our channel, Pretty Little Sports Show. Yeah. Anything else, Max?
No. Thank you guys so much. And have a good one.
Forget ESPN. Come chill with Max and Ben. Don't be a barstool bro. Boo! There's a much better place to go. Show.